The station was crowded that rainy afternoon, filled with the noise of hurried footsteps, clattering suitcases, and announcements echoing over the loudspeakers. Nathan Blackwood, a tall, sharply dressed millionaire known for his cold demeanor, stepped off his private train carriage and scanned the crowd. His driver had told him someone would be waiting for him, a business associate's daughter, whom he had never met in person, but who was supposed to be wearing a red scarf. The rain misted down lightly, and people bustled under umbrellas. Then, just ahead, Nathan spotted a flash of red in the crowd. Without thinking twice, he strode forward, relieved to have found her. She turned just as he reached her, and in a spontaneous gesture, meant to make a good first impression, he wrapped his arms around her in a warm, firm hug. But the moment he pulled back, he realized his mistake. Her wide brown eyes looked up at him in confusion, her soft curls damp from the drizzle. She wasn't the woman he was supposed to meet. I'm sorry, Nathan said quickly, straightening his coat. I thought you were someone else. The young woman blinked, and then, to his complete surprise, laughed, a light, musical sound that cut through the cold air. Well, she said, tilting her head, I wasn't expecting to be hugged by a stranger today, but thank you for the warmth. Nathan had expected anger, or at least irritation. Instead, her kindness and teasing smile disarmed him. For a man who usually kept his emotions guarded, her reaction sent an unfamiliar warmth to his chest. She turned to leave, disappearing into the crowd. Nathan felt an odd sense of panic. He didn't even know her name, but the memory of her eyes and that laugh lingered in his mind like an echo. He tried to shake it off. He had an important meeting to get to, but for the rest of the day, he found himself distracted, replaying those few seconds in his mind. That night, Nathan found himself at the same station again. It was irrational. He knew the chances of seeing her again were slim. Yet something pulled him there. He leaned against a column, scanning the passengers who trickled in from the evening trains. And then, there she was. Wearing a simple beige coat this time, holding a grocery bag, looking a little tired. Gathering his courage, Nathan approached her. Excuse me, he said, smiling faintly, I believe I owe you a proper introduction. She looked up, recognition flashing in her eyes. Ah, the mysterious hugger, she teased. Do you make a habit of greeting strangers like that? Only the ones wearing red scarves, he replied, smirking. Her name was Lily Hart, a struggling freelance illustrator who lived in a small apartment a few blocks from the station. She was independent, witty, and nothing like the women Nathan usually met in his polished corporate world. What started as a short conversation that evening turned into coffee at the little station cafe, which turned into hours of talking. Days passed, and Nathan kept finding excuses to run into her. He learned she was fiercely proud of her work, even though it barely paid the bills. He noticed the way her eyes lit up when she talked about her art, and the way she scrunched her nose when thinking. And Lily learned that behind Nathan's immaculate suits and business reputation was a man who secretly loved old movies and had a soft spot for stray animals. It wasn't long before he invited her to his world, fancy restaurants, charity galas, late-night drives in his sleek car. At first, Lily felt out of place, but Nathan never let her feel small. He listened to her, valued her opinions, and made her laugh in ways she hadn't in years. But the closer they grew, the more Nathan's own fears surfaced. He had been burned before, used for his wealth, betrayed by people he trusted. What if Lily was the same? One evening, when she arrived at his penthouse for dinner, she overheard a heated phone call. Nathan's voice was cold, suspicious. I don't need another person pretending to care about me for what I have. Lily's heart ached. She didn't want his money, only the men who had hugged her in the rain. She quietly left that night, slipping away without saying goodbye. Days passed without a word. Nathan felt the weight of her absence, realizing he had pushed away the one person who had never asked him for anything. Determined to make it right, he searched for her, at the cafe, in the neighborhood near the station. Finally, he spotted her sitting on a bench with her sketchbook, drawing in the fading light. He approached slowly, his voice soft. Lily. I made a mistake. That day at the station, I thought I'd found the right person by accident. Turns out, I actually did. Her eyes glistened, but she gave him that teasing smile he had missed so much. Do you always fix your mistakes with dramatic speeches? Only when it comes to you, he said, taking her hand. And there, as the trains rattled past and the evening sky turned gold, Nathan kissed her, knowing he would never let her walk away again.